we're going to play a game called Association Word Association.
Okay.
Where I'm going to open this pack of 2020-2021 Panini NBA Hoops trading cards.
Okay.
And you just give me the first word that comes to your mind when I show you each player.
I might not know them all.
You're going to know everybody. Don't worry. You know everyone. If you don't know if it's some player, it's like from the New Orleans Pelicans, just still, first thing that comes to your mind, word association. You know?
Okay.
So it's like, don't overthink it. You do best when you don't overthink it. Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
All right. First guy up, Malik Monk.
Turks and Caicos.
Okay, why is that? Why is that the first thing?
I went on this like trip and his mom was a part of it. We all went to Turks and Caicos.
You're not going to know everybody. Oh, yeah, Turks and Caicos with Malik Monk. Yeah, of course, yeah.
With his mom.
All right.
Yeah.
Next player. Oh, you know this player. I'm not even going to pronounce his name because I can't do it as beautifully as you. Bogdan
Bogdanovic. I say Belgrade, which is the capital in Serbia.
So obviously you're Serbian. He's Serbian. Have you gotten to know Bogdan? Spend time with him? Tell me a little bit about him, Bogdan.
I met him when he was with the Kings, and I got to shoot his basketball camp in Serbia. So I flew out there. Him, me, Buddy, Healed. We all went out there. So
that's amazing.
Yeah.
What was that experience like for you going back to like the motherland?
It was cool because I feel like every time I go, I'm with family.
Yeah.
And now I got to go with a celebrity who's like the man out there. So I got
Yeah.
to see a different like Hollywood style life in
Right.
Serbia. And he was great. His family's great. The camp was really cool. So, and they don't get to see NBA players that much. So that was cool to capture in Serbia too. So.
What a cool experience. That's amazing. All right, you're doing pretty well in this pack so far. And this next guy, this is a good card right here. Kevin Durant.
I would say Lockout. That's when I got to really know him, and he's always been supportive and awesome. So
Yeah, what's he like? Because I think for people who don't know him the way you do, you know, on a personal level, he can have sort of like a cold or icy demeanor to the world versus
kind of quiet.
Yeah, a little quiet. But what in your experiences, what is KD like?
I feel like he's just like very genuine and down to earth. One time I gave him a hoodie, and he held the hoodie up and was like, take a photo of me with the hoodie and post it on your Instagram like you do everybody else. Yeah. So he like initiated promoting it. So
that's amazing.
Cool. Yeah.
All right. This is crazy, this next card, because you mentioned him already. Josh Richardson.
Oh my gosh. This is a great pack of people.
I know. This is amazing.
I would say best friend.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. How did you first meet Josh, and how have you guys become so close?
I was in Miami shooting another player, and he had messaged me and said, hey, I'm on the Miami Heat, and I didn't really know him. And, you know, he flew out to L.A., and he was like, let me take you to a soccer game. So me, him, and a couple of his friends went to go watch Manchester United play the L.A. Galaxy. Oh. And I was like, this guy is like the coolest, most down-to-earth person. And since then, like, he's been my best friend in the NBA by far. So,
wow.
Yeah, he's a great person.
That's amazing. That's crazy. All right, this next guy from the Indiana Pacers, Miles Turner.
That's my other closest friend in the NBA. This is so like him and Josh.
I will give you this pack. This is crazy.
Like I ended up introducing the two of them to be friends because I was such good friends with both of them. So they go to for him, I'll say Elite 24 because I met him when he was in high school.
Wow.
And then in Santa Barbara, their agency, they're both with BDA. They send them to Santa Barbara to do work together. Yeah. And they were both out there in separate places. I said, you guys need to be friends because you guys are so similar. And then now they're like great friends. And we all hang out together. That's so wild. This pack was made for me.
It kind of is because this next card is amazing. This is an old school cover of Slam magazine, Kobe Bryant. You're rocking the Kobe jersey.
This is like a little too crazy right now.
This is crazy. I mean, I would say legend, you know, Kobe. I mean, it still makes me sad to think that him and all those people aren't with us anymore. But I feel like Kobe is a hero, inspiration. You know, I love Kobe forever. So legend. Did you get a chance to meet Kobe?
Not too much. Yeah. I think I high-fived him once at a game. That's about it. But, you know, I feel like I would have gotten to know him more as years kind of went on. Yeah. I tend to like know more of the younger players. He was a little before I started shooting. For sure. But I knew at some point like we would definitely cross paths. Yeah.
All right. This next player, another good player. This is the greatest pack of basketball cards I've ever opened in my life. Drew Holiday.
also from LA. So
yeah, Campbell Hall.
I'm good friends with his family too. I would say Drew. I'd say brain tumor, and I have a cool story I almost mentioned earlier, but I'll say now. I was filming his brother, Justin Holiday, for my Through the Lens series, and Drew and his wife, Lauren, were there. She was pregnant, and they realized my Instagram bio said I had survived a brain tumor, and Justin was like, Lauren has a tumor and nobody knows about it. Can you talk to her about it? And at that time, it was not public knowledge, and I ended up linking up with them again later that night. And I had never met Lauren. I didn't really know her. And she's an amazing, like, Olympic athlete.
Right,
you know?
soccer player.
Yeah. So the two of us were talking, and it ends up she had the same kind of tumor, except hers was on the other side. And so hers was causing her to go deaf and blind in one side. Wow. But she was pregnant, and she couldn't have surgery until she gave birth. But the hormones were making the tumor grow, so she was going more blind and deaf as she went along. Oh, my. And she was, like, so freaked out. And it was so amazing that I was able to calm her down and talk her through it and say, like, you're going to be okay. And it was wild because a tumor, people, think it sounds like a death sentence. But I knew her tumor exactly because it was the same as mine. I'm like, you're going to make it. And afterwards, they said that I was the one person that was able to kind of calm her down. Wow. She ended up having the baby, and I feel like I think she still lost her hearing, but most of her eyesight came back. And she survived, So I feel like Drew, that family is like one of the most amazing families I've ever met, but that was a special moment to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's remarkable.
This
Thanks
pack
for sharing
is
it.
like amazing.
I hope I pulled someone you've never met before, so you don't think that. Patrick Williams from the Bulls, rookie card.
So I used to shoot him in high school. So
I
would say.
Of course you did. You know every player.
I'll say Peach Jam.
Okay.
Which is the big Nike AAU tournament. I feel like that's where I shot him a lot, at the Peach Jam.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right, and our last one, this is cool. It's a jersey swap card with Bam Adebayo and Donovan Mitchell.
Oh my gosh, this pack is crazy. So Bam, I've been shooting both of them since high school too. So what's a word I could say about them? Because I already said Elite 24, and that's where I met them. I'll say, like, I don't know, like crazy dunks, like, because like those guys, I've captured some of the most awesome moments of them dunking. Bam is also a really good friend of mine. He wears all my clothing and That's rocks amazing. It. Donovan, I was shooting him doing crazy dunks in high school. Wow. Both of them. I met them at the same high school tournament.
Wow.
So. Wow, this is cool. I knew everybody.
You were worried about this. You you got personal stories with everybody. Yeah. And speaking of jersey swaps, you got to do a jersey swap after a game with D Wade, with Dwayne Wade. What was that experience like?
I had flown down to stay with Josh for a week.
Yeah.
I had never seen Dwayne Wade play in person. It was his last season. And as a joke, I posted on Instagram, and I kind of knew Dwayne, not super well, but I knew him. And I posted an Instagram story saying, it'd be so cool to do a jersey swap with Dwayne Wade with my hoodie.
Yeah.
And he had wrote back and said, like, let's do it, And so the next game, I showed up and I brought one of my hoodies. He gave me the jersey. He signed it to me like he does a player because he usually will just sign it. But he wrote like a whole message. He wrote I was the GOAT. Like, it was really cool.
It's incredible.
And then he was like, hold it up for a picture. So he made sure that it was like a jersey swap moment.
Yeah.
And to this day, that's the only jersey I have framed in my house. And
wow.
Dwayne is one of the coolest people I've met. Like, it's hard to believe that he's that big of a legend, superstar, and just so down to earth. So
yeah,
wow. That was a pretty cool moment. I think I'm the only girl that did a jersey exchange with him. So
that's really cool.
That was really cool, yeah.